Welcome, everybody, to Surviving Rocklahoma, your official podcast of Rocklahoma. I am your host with the locks that rocks, and it is Monday night. Give it up, we made it through the festival. Yes, we did. We have made it through the festival, and oh my gosh, was it a blur. But you know what? That is fine, because I had my trusty partner in crime, Rebel of Photography by Angel Lee, who was on the scene taking all of those wonderful photos. We will be giving you a sample of some of her magnificent shots here a little bit later in the show. We've also got some prizes to give away, because if Rocklahoma wasn't enough, we are also going to be bringing you born and raised coverage as well. This weekend, we will be back at Pryor, Oklahoma at the Red Dirt Ranch for Born and Raised Country Music Festival. And we can't wait to see all of you all there as I let my my country soul have out a little bit, and I'm going to rep that twang when I sing. So we are going to be there meeting up with some artists just like we did at Rocklahoma, and you never know what we've got planned. Now, I will tell you, we do have one tradition that we will be carrying on this year at Born and Raised. We'll talk about it here in a bit. Also, tonight's going to be a jam-packed live stream, y'all. We've got several interviews that we are going to bring you tonight, as well as musical features as well. So this is going to be an awesome live stream. So I tell you guys what, grab your refreshments, get comfortable, put your earbuds on, or put us up on that big screen wherever you are streaming our content, and join us in the comments as we talk Rocklahoma. I see some folks already in the comments. What is up, Crystal? I get to be her entertainment for the long drive home from Davis to north of Okmulgee. Oh my gosh. Well, I am happy to give you all something to listen to. I see Cherry Bomb is in the comments and awake. Kenny, what is up, buddy? I see Alan Smith. How's it going? Greg Stevens, what's up? Evil Ben Knievel is in the comments. Matthew Cooper. Chris Pagliolo is in there. And, of course, our own Rebel of Photography by Angel Lee is in the comments as well. What's up, Lisa? All right, so I tell you what, folks, let's go ahead and give some special thanks to some folks who help support the show and make it possible for us to keep doing this broadcast. And I'm talking about our sponsors. First up is DEB Concerts. Hey, Doug, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to rock!
And rock he did this past weekend inside the Roadhouse at the DEB Concert stage, along with the Renegade stage. And oh my gosh, did he bring some awesome talent. And we want to thank Doug so much for everything he does, not only for Rocklahoma, but this podcast as well. Thank you for sponsoring our Road to Rocklahoma series, where we got to sit down with none other than the queen of rock and roll herself, Lita Ford, as well as the legendary, almost as infamous as he is famous, Sebastian Bach, was also an amazing person. It was awesome to sit down and chat with him. We'll talk to you a little bit about our experiences with those two folks at Rocklahoma here a little bit later in the show. Before we do, I want to thank the folks who put up with all of our shit. Of course, I'm talking about At Your Service Rentals. You know, folks, these are one of the only folks I know of where you can get your own portable restroom for your campsite, not only at Rocklahoma, but Born and Raised as well. And you can get a swimming pool too. So if it's hot out there, you can get out there and cool off. So, and even if you don't swim, when you've been walking all day, I don't know about y'all, but Angel and I had logged over 30 miles walking at Rocklahoma, and our feet were just beat. And stick your feet in that cool wading pool delivered by At Your Service Rental. It'll shave hours off of your day. Trust me. But in the meantime, check out aysrentals.com. Don't be like that guy looking for a place to go poop poo. What are you doing over there, buddy?
Shitter was full!
Yeah, he didn't call At Your Service Rentals. Also, we want to give thanks. We've mentioned her a few times already in the show. I'm talking about our own Rebel Angel of Photography by Angel Lee, who joined us as we debuted our first ever time on Radio Row. And it was very much a learning experience, folks, but we were so happy to be able to interact with you guys. And she has been editing fiercely to get all of these photos out. Let me show you a glimpse of some of these photos that she has taken. Of course, we all know the legendary 5-finger death punch. Oh my gosh, Angel, well done. And they're luckier than I was. I missed getting to see Zoltan and some of the other folks from 5-Finger. I missed hanging out with them by mere minutes. But they sat down in media, and oh my gosh, were they some cool folks. Now, Trickster was also on deck. Let's not forget our good friends in Crimson Love, making their DEB concerts Rocklahoma debut. Congratulations, fellas. You absolutely rocked it. I wanted to show off some photos real quick because I am so proud of what Rebel captured. Look at these Alice Cooper photos. Oh my gosh. Now you can see all of these photos and a whole lot more that will be dropping over the next couple of days by going to Photography by Angel Lee on Facebook, and you can see all of these amazing photos that she took over the course of Labor Day weekend at Rocklahoma 2025. Oh my gosh, is that not a cool shot right there? The legend himself, the king of shock rock before shock rock was a thing, Alice Cooper. Wow. Good job, Angel. Good job. Alrighty, and remember, folks, once again, you can see all of those photos and many more. Photography by Angel Lee, and she will be joining us later on this weekend at Born and Raised Country Music Festival. Now, we also want to give a huge shout out to Rocklahoma's newest partner, the Rocklahoma Bitches, who successfully hosted the new Rocklahoma Late Nights, where they had some amazing performers playing after the headliner. They also announced their best campsite winner. Congratulations to Camp Good Vibes. That is an amazing accomplishment. I saw how they did the judging for it, and it was absolutely, it was be the way I would do it if I had the same resources they did. So congratulations one more time to Camp Good Vibes. Also want to give congratulations to runner-up, Camp Red Baron et al. That was, I was so happy to see our good friends, the Haddocks, get some recognition, not only for themselves, but for their crew that puts that campsite on. And that is also one of the other reasons I was glad to see another Best Campsite contest come into the Rock Festival to continue recognizing the folks who go all out for campsites and host all of these strangers and just who want to contribute to a good time. Absolutely, guys, good job. Now, also speaking of, we want to thank the Rocklahoma Bitches for donating one of those guitars that we got signed by all of the uh, artists that we interacted with in the media area. We did announce two winners of the scavenger hunt. We'll talk about that here a little bit later in the show. But not only did they donate one of the guitars, but the Rocklahoma Bitches also donated an acoustic guitar for Born and Raised that I'm also going to be getting signed for the giveaway this year. So thank you so much to the Rocklahoma Bitches. Now, we also want to give some recognition to our charity, our friends at the Rockavet, the 501c charity group that services veterans, and they help combat mental health and the 22-a-day statistic, as well as all sorts of other veterans issues. But they believe music is medicine, and we've given over almost 300 passes away to not only Rocklahoma and Born and Raised, but to other festivals abroad and concerts abroad. And they have announced, they've got not one, but two announcement, folks. They have not only announced that they will be having their first ever Rockavet Music Festival taking place next year on Memorial Day, but the cat has been let out of the bags. Someone spilled the beans, and it is has been announced today that Rockavet will be part of the Camp Rocklaholics campground stage in the campgrounds. That's right, boys and girls. There is a stage evolving in the Rocklahoma campgrounds as we speak. Congratulations to Remy and all of his crew for the job well done out in the campgrounds this year. And thank you for joining us on our live stream, live from Camp Mardi Gras. But yes, Rockavet is doing big things, and they are growing so that they can continue to provide that music that is most definitely medicine. So congratulations again to Rockavet. We also want to thank the Big Old Bus, who's been bringing a busload of debauchery for several years, not only for my awesome threads that I am wearing tonight, but also for inviting me to host their second annual lip sync battle at the bus that we did at Rocklahoma. And oh my gosh, wasn't it an amazing time? It was so much fun, and I can't wait to do another one soon. And I got a feeling that we're probably going to be doing another battle at the bus this year at Rock the Knox, coming up here in a couple of weeks in Stigler, Oklahoma at Lake John Wells. Remember, it is a free festival, folks. Bring the kids. It's not going to cost you anything extra. There's a friggin' lake, plenty of stuff to do, and I'm even bringing one of my bounce houses, and there's even food trucks as well. So make sure you join us at the Rock the Equinox. That'll be the next time that you get to hang out at the Big Old Bus. Now, we also want to thank Metalcore Clothing for producing our official threads this year. We have been selling our merchandise at several festivals lately where we've been able to set up as a vendor. We will be set up as a vendor at Rock the Equinox here in a couple of weeks, where you can get those limited edition t-shirts. And remember, folks, Metalcore Clothing is not only a veteran-owned business, but they are a Rocklahoma family-owned business as well. And one of our newest sponsors, we are so happy to be supported by the realtor that rocks, Paulette Haas. She not only did she perform not once but twice at Rocklahoma this year, both with Fist of Rage and Dime Store Riot, but she's also looking for a place to, or looking to sell you a new pad. So remember, folks, if you are looking to change your living situation, whether you're wanting to upgrade, downgrade, simplify, or you're just looking for something new, don't just get you a house. Get you a house that kicks Haas from the realtor that rocks, Paulette Haas. And also, folks, let's speaking of merch, we have been doing a lot of great work with my good friend Casey, aka the Christmas Tree Guy. You saw the campgrounds t-shirts floating around this year. You've seen a lot of camps that got fancy new banners and graphics and all of that stuff. And let's not forget our amazing flag that we proudly flew from our radio booth at Rocklahoma this year. Well, if you are needing swag, logos, or graphic design, head over to Tannenbaum Graphics. You could also get these limited edition campsite merch, including Camp Mardi Gras and Surviving Rocklahoma. And we also had a lot of folks asking where they could get our Surviving Rocklahoma flag, and you can get it right here. Let me see where it was. We initially weren't going to put that up, but because so many people wanted to order these, you can get your limited or your official Surviving Rocklahoma flag. They're only $35, and let me tell you, that cloth is so soft. Oh my gosh. But you can get your own flag from Tannenbaum Graphics. We have the link there in your description. You can also get the 2025 All Camps t-shirt as well. So thank you so much to Tannenbaum Graphics, because remember, guys, when you order some Tannenbaum Graphics, it's like Christmas every time you open the box. So for the next sponsor, this is one of my favorite segments, mainly because I don't know about y'all, but I need a drinky poo. So I tell you what, folks, go ahead and get your refreshments handy, because for this next sponsor, we like to kick off the show properly by lifting up our refreshments and having a cheers. So on behalf of Pryor Liquor, Wines and Spirits, the Liquor Daddy of Pryor, Oklahoma, cheers, everybody. Oh my gosh, so nice. I think I'm going to have to sip it twice. I can feel the rock crud washing away from me. How are you guys doing, by the way? I see a lot of folks had the Rocklahoma crud, and I'm still getting over it. A lot of people wonder what that is, and honestly, it's just being out in the hayfield for 4 days, mixing with like 40,000, 70,000 people, and rain and storms and screaming until you don't have a voice left, and it's basically, for us grown-ups, it's the equivalent of sending our kids back to school, and they get that back to school virus, and no, it's not COVID, it's not the flu, you just, you got a virus. Well, that's what the Rocklahoma crud is. All the big festivals got it. Coachella gets it every year. A lot of them do. So take your vitamins, kids. If you do feel sick, go get checked out. But really, for most of us, it's just a respiratory thing, and it'll clear up here in a couple of days. I was super tired last week. My voice was blown Monday, but I'm doing much better. I see Brett Fuller, aka Shitter is Full, is in the comments. What's going on, buddy? So, you know what, folks? We were talking a bit before we get into all of the Rocklahoma content that we covered. And we were approved for some born and raised passes. And so we gave several sets of passes away, which, by the way, if you are a prize winner for the show of not only the born and raised passes, which are in hand right now, they will be in will call with your name on them. If you want them from me, I'll have them ready for you. You will need to have your driver's license or other state ID handy so they can verify your identity. But if you've won born and raised passes from me, be sure that you message me through the Facebook page so I can make sure I check you off my list. And do me a favor, include the episode or the date when you won them. With that being said, I want to pause for a moment, and I want to thank the Savage Squad, Mike Savage and Chantal, aka Shorty, for all of their assistance this year with our Rocklahoma experience, not only for offering us the radio booth that we've got, but just generally being there and seeing how we operate and asking for our input on how certain things go in media and how we think things will go over with the Rocklahoma community. They have spent so much resources and time reaching out and getting out into the campgrounds and experiencing everything that Rocklahoma is and trying to think of what they can do to make the experience better for everybody, not just the folks coming into the festival grounds, but also all of us out in the campgrounds, but the media community as well. This, like never before, is very much our Rocklahoma, and they have just been essential in the experience that we had this year, especially as we leveled up a little bit in our experience without divulging too much. But we did have a lot of additional access this year for not only through them, but through the artists as well, as several artists have invited us to be alongside them for their performances. And as you'll see here a little bit in the show, a few also asked us to be part of their performances. And so this year, Rocklahoma has been just absolutely amazing to us. It is actually the best year my favorite year to call myself the official podcast of Rocklahoma. And I want to thank not only my partner, but all of you, the audience, the folks who have been watching these live streams, the folks who have been sharing them and letting Rocklahoma know how much this podcast makes a difference for each of you. So before we get into the show, I have to take a moment to recognize not only the Savage Squad, but Rocklahoma as well, as this was their year to be self-produced. They didn't need anybody. They did it themselves. And it doesn't matter what you do. There's always going to be a couple of wrinkles. But I have to say this one was very much for the books. And I just want to say congratulations to everybody affiliated with the festival this year. Now, with all of that being addressed, I do also want to thank Rocklahoma because we got a couple of extra passes to Born and Raised Country Music Festival that we are going to be giving away tonight. And not only are we going to be giving a couple of passes away, we're going to give a couple of sets of passes away. The first set is going to be courtesy of Surviving Rocklahoma and Photography by Angel Lee. We are going to be giving away a set of general admission weekend passes. Now, because we love working with Rockavet, they always reach out to us whenever they get some a generous donation of somebody who wanted to give away some festival passes. So they have had a generous donator who donated a couple of born and raised passes as well, and they wished to remain anonymous. And so therefore, at the end of the live stream, we are going to be giving away one set of weekend GA passes to a veteran. So we've got two sets of passes. One will be open to anybody, and the second set will be for a lucky veteran. So now, to qualify for the first one, you're going to have to make sure that you've liked the Facebook page. You're also going to have to make sure that you share the stream. So you can either share now or share later, but you're going to have to share eventually. So be ready on that share button. I'll let you know when the queue is to qualify for those born and raised passes for this weekend. Let's see, who all's playing? Let me pull that up right there. Oh, I don't have it. Well, while I get that ready, what do you say that we go ahead and break in to some of our content that we captured this first week? Now, we were talking a bit about firsts. I've been doing this podcast for 10 years. And when I first started doing it, it launched as something that I had the time of my life, an amazing time. And I was a big nerd about organization. And I wanted to say, hey, I want you folks to have as good of a time as I had. And that's what this whole thing started out. Now, eventually, as I got more into podcasting and I got more into hosting, one day I went to Rocklahoma and, the podcast got picked up and then we started getting media. I started seeing this dream that could take place. And one day I said, you know what? I want to be on a Rocklahoma stage. Well, this past year, that dream came true, and doing my best not to get emotional right now, but there's a lot of ways that I could have gotten up there, but it always means more when it comes from a friend and it comes from somebody who genuinely wants to share an experience with you. And several years ago, we linked up with an amazing band from 22 hours away from Pennsylvania called Eternal Frequency. And since then, she fell absolutely in love with this festival and the community. And she's always been so supportive of it. And we've loved to play her amazing music. Well, when she was invited to come back to Rocklahoma this past year, she invited us up to be part of her Aussie tribute. And then that was at that moment that I got to step on the stage for the first time. And it was awesome seeing all of you guys. And it was amazing seeing Amel's face too, to see someone appreciate the status of where they were. It was truly a magical thing. So we were joined by Eternal Frequency a little bit later in the day. And here's a piece of that interview. I am your host with the locks that rocks, Adam Richmond, and this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma, and I am joined by some of our family. I am so glad to see you all back. Ladies and gentlemen, Eternal Frequency. What up?
Hi, Adam. It's so good to see you.
See you too.
Oh, stop it.
We are so giddy, all of us. Every time we see each other, we just get the girlish.
It's like this all the time. Ah! Sorry. I got excited because Rebel Angel's in the house. Hey.
Hey. So, by the way, I want to thank you before we start the interview. That was officially my first time I've ever been on stage
That's
at
crazy.
Rocklahoma.
Oh my God.
And a lot of dreams came true this year, but that by far, as much as I love where I'm sitting right now, that's what I've been wanting for 10 years.
It's a rush, isn't it?
I am so hooked. I am so hooked.
Oh,
they are
man.
never going to hear the end of me now.
Well, next time, like if we're invited to come back, then you can introduce us. Then
When, girl? When you come back?
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Thank you so much, by the way, Doug Burgess of DEB Concerts, for inviting Eternal Frequency to come and rock out at Rocklahoma 2025 for the second time. Tell me a little bit about that performance.
Felt so damn good. It felt so damn good just to be back here with y'all and being back on that stage, and that even bigger stage, the different stage, but even bigger, better. It's beautiful. So, Doug, you did a good job with that, and everyone who put that together. There's nothing much I can say. I mean, you guys already know the gist of it, but I'm just really, really grateful. Really grateful.
So was it worth the 22-hour drive?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Every single time. Every single time. It's so worth it. So worth it.
So tell me a little bit about the crowd and the energy coming off and washing over you on stage. I know I was only up there for a couple of minutes, and I was barely able to hold it together. How did you guys hold it all together?
Does anybody else want to chat?
It's always right after the first song. You know, you always kind of gauge.
That's the first song?
It's always after the first song. And then when you hear the roar, you felt it. You were up on stage now. So you hear the roar, you feel it everywhere. You feel it everywhere. It is sorry guys, you're going to be offended, but it's a musical boner. It's a musical boner. It really is. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. You can't describe it until you're actually up there. And now, Adam, you know. So
I know, and I am so hooked now. So we've seen you now. Tell me a little bit about what you guys are actively got going on for you all.
Well, we have lots of music in the works, lots of new music, and I think you're really. I know I say this all the time, but you're gonna love it. It's not straying away too far from our sound, but it's different than what we have released in the past, and it's innovative, and it's new, and it's fresh, and it's unapologetically us, and we're getting to do things that we never got to do before, and express ourselves in ways that we've never gotten to express ourselves. So I'm super stoked, and Justin can elaborate because he's my co-songwriter on this. So
I'm just really excited because I'm not alone anymore. I mean, like, she writes the incredible melodies. I write a lot of stuff, but now I have this awesome new crew that is going to help us, like, rock out as well. I mean, these guys, they came from wonderful bands as well. They were already friends. And so it's the family all over again. It's a great freaking feeling, and I can't wait to start, like, actually writing with these guys, because we have our ideas, but they're already coming in with their ideas, and it's sick. It's awesome.
the more the merrier, the collective. It's a beautiful thing.
I love it. So, guys, by the way, Rocklahoma Virgins, welcome to the family. Introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm Jeremy, drums.
I'm Taki, guitar.
I like it. So, how was your first experience so far?
Surreal.
Surreal.
Still coming down from the rush.
It's pretty sick.
I love it. So you were talking about this album is a little bit of a different sound. Was that a mission, or is that just the way things worked out?
You want to take this one?
You got this. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I need to hear the question again. I'm horrible. I'm
You're
sorry.
right. So
Sigh.
we were talking about the sound that for the songs that you guys have got coming out. It's a little bit different than what we were come to expect from you all. Was that like intentional? Like, hey, we're going to change it up, or is that like just the way it evolved?
Well, just like everybody else, we grow, we change, and we also get very bored. So, I mean, you can ask anybody in here, including her, we're metalheads.
Yeah.
We like bands like 311. I like jazz, so may as well just incorporate a little bit of everything and make this weird thing that no one's ever heard before, or has. I don't care. As long as it's fun, you know.
Yeah, it's just us like whatever we feel in the moment, it's just organic. Like nothing's really planned. It's just what we're vibing with at the time, and that's what makes it the most authentic too. It's like we don't ever write a song or go with the intention of, oh, I want this to be viral or I want this to be a radio biscuit. It's just whatever we're feeling and however it's gonna authentically connect with our fans.
One thing currently that we can hint at is we've all been very actively listening to 80s hair metal, so there might be something coming up.
And a lot of rap.
I mean,
There's a lot of rap. A lot of Tupac and Eminem, for sure.
I like that. So that does beg the question, what's next for Eternal Frequency?
You have to see in the fall.
See in the fall.
Yeah.
And we also need to be encouraging everybody to check you all out. Eternal Frequency on all of the streaming medias. Like, subscribe on all of those platforms to one of my favorite bands. Not just because they got me on stage, but you guys are just so awesome, and we love having you here on the show. Before we let you guys go, excuse me, if you would look at the camera, we want to give you the opportunity to talk to fans who just watched you, the folks who listen to your music. Ladies, Eternal Frequency, the stage is yours.
Well, first of all, I'm going to say thank you, Adam, for being an amazing friend, and surviving Rocklahoma it's an amazing thing that you got going on and what you've built from the ground up, and it's such a dynasty now, and everything that you stand for, I commend you, and I thank you so much for everything, and I have just mad respect for you as a person. And I am just so grateful to be here, and I love you guys so much, and you're everything to me. You're why I do what I do, and you are literally my lifeline. So thank you so much.
There's a lot of festivals in this country, like a lot, and a lot of the same bands are there. But I can say, hands down, there is nothing like Rocklahoma. There really isn't. The people. You won't find these people anywhere throughout the entire country. You all are freaking amazing. For real. Everybody.
There are people standing over here, and they're the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. I love them.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, the culture here is...
Yeah, you guys are a family.
You can't find this anywhere else.
You're a family, like y'all say, it's our Rocklahoma. Like, that is so important. There's so many festivals out there, like Justin said. They're so corporate, and they're just so cold. But y'all are a family. You're ride or die, and just... You're just so warm and welcoming, and I would give a kidney for y'all. I literally would. I'm just saying.
The feeling's mutual, and we want to encourage everybody to make sure that they are getting out and supporting Eternal Frequency for trekking across the country. We've made a similar drive. We know what it's like to be on the road. So all of you folks getting out there and buying that merch and helping put gas in their tank, we appreciate all of you guys.
Thank you.
So with that being said, thank you so much for joining us. For Eternal Frequency, I am the host with the Locks That Rocks, Adam Richmond. This is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma. And until next time, rock on. Ladies and gentlemen, their single, Running from Ghosts, Eternal Frequency.
Leaving me out here in the bitter cold. I don't know why you threw me aside. Thought the pain would make us all strong. You had other plans and I was wrong. Now I see you will never be there, never be there for me. Guess what? Now it's my turn to speak. You're at the living life while I'm begging on my knees. I'm shedding six souls and the ones that matter. Now the home you built is just ruins all shattered. You can't hide anymore. Running from ghosts, demons won't know where you go. The ground's you getting old. Running from ghosts, demons won't drag you below. Running from ghosts, running from ghosts. Running from ghosts, demons won't drag you below. When the time has come to face the truth, will you be happy with the path that you choose? Look in the mirror. Is reality becoming suddenly clearer? Do you think you'll ever feel ashamed? Do you think you'll ever take the blame? Do you think that she'd be proud of you? Looking down from heaven, no, she has better things to do. What's it feel like to hurt your scars? Taking out your trouble every step you far. You know I'm down with the same shit as you, so fuck you and your new life too. You can't hide anymore. Running from ghosts, demons won't know where you go. The ground's you getting old. Running from ghosts, demons won't drag you below.
You have a complex, only cross one time. You're a failure as a father and I hope you feel the same. When we close this chapter, what it burns in your head. Run from ghosts when you're already dead.
You can't hide anymore. Running from ghosts, demons won't know where you go. The ground's you getting old. You can't ignore. Running from ghosts, demons won't drag you below. Running from ghosts, running from ghosts. Running from ghosts, demons won't drag you below.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Eternal Frequency. Let's see those heart reacts. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much to ML and all of the gang from Eternal Frequency. It was an absolute pleasure to sit down with you guys, and just it's always a pleasure to be around you guys. And as you guys all are all saying in comments, it is a total blur at Rocklahoma this past year. But remember, that's the great thing about these artists. You can find them anytime you want. You can look them up on Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you get your streaming media, and check them out. Give them the likes, the follows, the subscribes, share them on there, and tell everybody about this awesome new band that you heard of. And we appreciate you guys so much for everything you guys do. Remember, folks, I've got a couple of Born and Raised passes that I'm going to be giving away to one lucky viewer. Actually, let's make that 2 sets. There's 2 sets of Born and Raised passes that we're going to be giving away. One is going to be going to anybody who's watching this live stream. And guess what? All of you folks who have won the Stars Wars, you are already qualified to win those passes. So congratulations to each and every one of you folks who have won the Stars Wars. If you're wondering what the Stars Wars, those are of you who are familiar with the live stream sees that you're able to donate stars. Now, because we feature so much music like the ones we just did from our good friends in Eternal Frequency, we can't really monetize the stream like most of the other podcasts do. So we rely on those stars. Those are our little tips, our little bits of currency. So each of you who donate those, the top sender will qualify for our monthly giveaway. Now, If you don't want to send those, it's fine. $4.99, cancel anytime. You can subscribe to the Facebook page, and you also get entered to win those passes. You know what? I tell you what, let's go ahead and qualify somebody right now. If you want to go to Born and Raised Country Music Festival this weekend, I'm going to qualify someone right now. I tell you what, let's do hashtag Born and Raised. Hashtag Born and Raised if you would like to go to the Born and Raised Country Music Festival. I'm going to go through my list, and as a certain Christmas tree says, I like to go through my list and see who's naughty and nice and check it twice. In the meantime, while we are going to be doing that, well, actually, I see you guys. I see them rolling in right now. We'll give you guys a couple more seconds to enter in to win. If you would like to be entered to win a couple of general admission weekend passes to Born and Raised Country Music Festival, drop in the comments right now, hashtag Born and Raised. And while you're doing that, I'm going to introduce our next feature for tonight. You know, these cats, we met them several years ago. They have been burning it up here in the local rock music scene, and this young group of men are some amazing musicians. They're really good people, and they were also the first ones to volunteer to play our 10 years of Mayhem event when we celebrated 10 years of doing this podcast, Surviving Rocklahoma, as we rocked the Shrine, a place that's very near and dear to my heart, and we threw our first ever concert, and it was headlined by this next group of guys, Crimson Love. Now, before we get into that, I think it is time for us to go ahead and get our first qualifier. Now, these are not, the winner is not, this isn't the winner. You're going to qualify along with the folks who have our top stars senders and our subscribers. And let's see, we got 40 live viewers. So let me put this in. And Brian Blum, you have qualified. So stick around till the end of the show, and I'll be announcing my winner. So Brian Blum, congratulations. You have qualified for one of tonight's set of passes to Born and Raised. If I can get this pinned to right. Brian Blum. There we go. All right, buddy. So you hold tight, stick around, keep watching the live stream. We may do one more qualifier before we give those passes away. In the meantime, I want to show you a bit of this interview. Well, the full interview, rather. We got to sit down with our good friends in Crimson Love shortly after they played their first ever Rocklahoma, and it was a surreal experience for them. Here they are, guys. I am your host with the locks that rocks, Adam Richmond, and this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma, and I am joined by some good friends who made their Rocklahoma debut this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Crimson Love.
Hell yeah. It's Crimson Love, baby.
So Guys, tell me, how was your first performance at Rocklahoma?
It was amazing, man. I love the crowd reaction. I love everybody here. Everybody's so nice and so welcoming. Everybody wants to take pictures, you know? It's such a great experience to have, especially for like future events and future shows. It's just, I learned a lot of new things here. I want to pass it to my other members here.
Yeah, the show was a crazy adrenaline rush. It was so much fun, man. Like, that was probably one of the most lively crowds we've played for. And we've had some pretty solid crowds before, but I think Rocklahoma takes the cake as being my favorite gig we played. It was so much fun. It was a great experience to have for our first year here.
I totally agree. Yeah, I've been going to Rocklahoma since 2017 when I turned 12. And like ever since then, I've been wanting to play Rocklahoma. So it was just massive for me. Absolutely.
Guys, and you guys have been working your asses off here lately. You guys have been playing a ton of shows in the area and abroad, and now you've been obviously playing here at Rocklahoma. Tell me, what all do you guys have going on for you all as a band right now?
We're about to get ready to get in the studio to record a full-length album, specifically Dog Day Studios. Shout out to them. And Brian Horton for helping us put on everything. Like, it's amazing, like what Brian Horton has helped us out with, and how he's connected us with amazing producers like Cody Clinton and Mark Bennett. You know, we're getting ready to record such a badass album, 10 songs of just full of debauchery. You know what I'm saying? And we got a few shows after that, like specifically our show in Vanguard October 18th. That one's going to be a really cool one. But we're just really excited to put out this album and actually have something we're proud of out so you guys can hear it.
Yeah, we're looking at going on a tour eventually. Hopefully.
Summer next year.
Yeah, hopefully we're looking at summer next year, getting on a tour. We don't know who with or where, but it's going to happen.
So whenever you embark on this tour, are you you got something special planned for this tour? You got something coming out?
It's for the supporting album. Oh. There you go. We're doing this tour to support the album release. We got a few bands in mind, actually, that I've been talking to and communicating to, especially some with Brian Horton is probably going to put us on to, but we're really excited to tour. That's the one thing we've been trying to do for like this past year. We're just really excited to like show the Midwest, the South, the North, anywhere that Crimson Love's got it, you know? Y'all want to say anything?
I'm waiting for the next question.
He's waiting for the next question. All right.
Well, you know what? Tell me a little bit about what, as musicians, as being a band, you guys have been spending a lot of time together. You can't help but to become brothers and a family. Tell me some of valuable lessons that you guys have learned over the last year.
Oh God, we kind of hate each other, but no. Yeah, I mean, we've had to learn how to coexist together, especially with the way we talk to each other. We're very much like brothers because, you know, we talk to each other like brothers. Like, we've been together for like our whole lives, honestly. So we've learned to coexist together. We've learned to, honestly, the first thing we put first instead of our personal lives is music. The music is the most important thing to us, and it shows in the way we perform and the way we write music. Everything's there. We just have the youth, we have the caliber, you know, so we're going to put out the best music we can possibly do. And then, you know, that's how we, you know, learn to coexist, how we learn to talk to each other, because the music is the most important thing to us.
No matter how frustrated or upset we get with each other, it's always good to know that at the end of the day, we're not going to be mad at each other anymore. We just laugh it off. That's the great thing I love about all these guys, is that no matter like how upset we are, we know at the end of the day, like, it all works out fine and we all make up.
That's the way it's supposed to be, guys, and that is so awesome to see, because each of you guys are talented individuals. That's why we love to support you guys. We love to play your music so much, and that's why we were so glad for you guys to headline our 10 Years of Mayhem event. Thank you guys so much for playing with us. Before I let you guys go, I like to give everybody the opportunity to directly speak to your fans, the folks who watch you play, the folks who stream your music on their streaming platforms. Crimson Love, the stage is yours.
Yeah, I'll talk to the fans. Get ready for a full-length album from Crimson Love. We're about to send forth all that we can to appease you guys. For real. We're doing the most we can to give you guys what you want. We're trying to play the most shows, everywhere from Texas to New York. Everywhere we can get, we're going to try to find y'all and show y'all what we fucking got. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. All right. Thank you guys so much for your time. I am so glad we got to link up. So for Crimson Love, I am the host with the Locks That Rocks, the official podcast of Rocklahoma, surviving Rocklahoma. And until next time, rock on. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, our good friends, Crimson Love, this video was shot Memorial Day weekend at our 10 Years of Mayhem event, where we celebrated 10 years of surviving Rocklahoma. And this video will always have a special place in my heart for me. Ladies and gentlemen, why can't you?
It's all been again. What more can I say?
Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to Whitebird. Congratulations and well done on that music video. And studio audience, give it up for Crimson Love. Yes. Absolutely great. Love those guys. And all of them were just having the time of their lives at Rocklahoma, especially in those areas where only artists can go. So congratulations to the guys. I hope you have many, many more experiences like that. Keep up the grind. And, we've got more time. I said it's going to be a packed show. We're going to be running a little bit long, at least that's what she says.
Giggity.
And we've got another artist that I was going to feature tonight. This guy was so cool. He was so chill, down to earth, and he was just happy to visit and share his outlook on telling stories and putting it into music. And this individual has been growing and growing as an artist, and he's getting more and more critical claims. It was such a pleasure to sit down with Aaron Jones. I am your host with the lot. I am your host with the lots that rocks, Adam Richmond, and this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma, and I am joined by a musical artist who has been shredding up the streaming platforms almost as much as he has his guitar. Right on, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Jones.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? It's good to see you, man.
Man, this is not your first time here at Rocklahoma. Can you tell me?
Third time here.
Third time.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Tell me a little bit about your experience so far.
It's been great. I have the rare opportunity to be able to come and watch festivals grow, so we were here back in 2021 for the first time, and it was still coming up, man. So every 2 years we've been back. It's been amazing to watch it grow, and the fans keep growing, and people just are amazing every single time we come back here. It's I was saying earlier today that it's rare we get a chance to come out and see the people out here in Oklahoma. It's one of those states that a lot of cats don't get to come to, so it's a pleasure to come out and see all these rock fans, these people out here right now for rock and roll,
Absolutely. So you've been very busy lately.
Yeah,
Tell me a little bit about what you have going on right now.
Well, I've been working on a new album as of this last year. Been the last 5 years. I mean, we're getting signed to tour in the world, #1 in a few countries, and that's including the U.S., and just traveling and touring and living life and learning and loving. That's what I've been up to. It's just music, man. And it's been an honor in my life to be able to get to travel and meet the people all over the place, including Shiprocked, including, here at Rocklahoma and all over the country,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you were talking about some of the different dates you've got playing abroad. You've got anything that's like standing out in your mind? Any favorites so far?
I got a few ones, man. I did open for the Rolling Stones over in Paris, one of like 70,000 people, which I'll never forget. I got to play at the Prince Royal Albert Hall in the UK. I got to play over at Wembley Arena, so I got to see some really cool stuff, man. I played there's this. It is a Roman amphitheater, which looks like a Roman arena in Nîmes, which is in South France, man. So I got to play in a Roman arena, opening for Deep Purple, man. So I got to do some really cool stuff.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
That is awesome.
It's amazing, yeah.
So you're getting to play all these amazing venues and touring all over. Tell me a little bit about what's going on in your music.
In the music,
yeah,
man, it's been life stories. I mean, like I've gotten a chance to watch myself grow up as my music is growing. And so I mean, I've gone through the ups and downs, man. I live the rock star life. I've done you know, all the sex, drugs, and rock and roll, all the stories you read about. I've lived a little bit of that, you know. So, and I've come back out of it. I've definitely been to Jupiter and back home, and you know. So I think that a lot of that is reflected in my music. You'll hear it. I talk about it sometimes. Sometimes it's like you can see some of these cats out here living the high life, but they may be like real lonely inside, and I felt that way at times, you know. And so I don't know. I've been adjusting and learning and living, and I put that right in the music, you know. I really do. I try to pour my soul, my heart out there, so cats know that they're not alone in the world. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
Now, tell me a little bit about the writing process for you.
Yeah.
Putting these stories to paper and setting them to music and stuff. How does that work for you?
You know, I mean, I have the opportunity of being a musician as well as a songwriter, man. So oftentimes it can be an idea off the guitar or a lyric I have in my head, and it's all banks to me, right? Like I take banks of words and things, and I say, okay, this won't work for this song, we'll put it over here for something else, or a riff, I'll write a riff somewhere, and I'll be like, oh, this doesn't really work, but we'll use it for something else, we'll put it in the song somewhere else, you know. So the writing process for me, I try to be quick when I write, and I try to spend a lot of time on meaningful lyrics. I mean, that means the most to me, it really does, man.
So for you, is it a collections of stories, or do you try to keep a theme, or how does these work? Some folks think of their albums as different chapters in their catalog, and some are just playing it all by ear.
A little of both, you know what I mean? A little of both. I both like tell the stories and the chapters of my life, but also like learn to draw from instant inspiration in the moment, you know, because that's what music's about. Music is about the moment, you know. Sound waves, they come and they go, but the music, that moment, you're never gonna see that moment again.
So tell me a little bit about what's next for you.
Well, I'm working on a new record right now, and hopefully we'll find a label right pretty soon here to put it out. And I'm also I'll be going out on tour with Blackstone Cherry beginning of November to the second week of December, man. So all over the East Coast and South, starting in first week of November, man. So yeah.
Ooh, I dig it.
Yeah,
now, when can we expect to see something new?
Oh man, I don't know yet. I can't say just yet, man. I'm itching to though. Trust me, man. I'm like itching to, but probably early 2026. What we're looking like, man.
Early 2026.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, it is so hard not to talk about it, but I love to see the excitement and you sitting on the edge of your seat, just ready to break it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're going to be able to feature it right here on the show
Yeah, I
on
hope so too,
Surviving
man. I hope so
Rocklahoma.
too. I hope everybody loves it. I mean, it's honestly, after 5 years of touring the world straight, man, I don't know, man. I kind of found my stride in my music, and I had some cool people around me to help tell some stories, you know. And so this next record, I think, is going to represent the best of those worlds for me, you know.
Well, man, you're absolutely killing it out there. Welcome back for your third time.
Yeah, man,
well done, sir.
I appreciate it.
You know, before I wrap things up, I always like to give my guests an opportunity to look at the camera and talk to the fans, the folks who listen to you, the folks who watch you, and these folks who are watching this awesome interview right here.
There is no me without you, and there's no life, there's no reality, there's no moment without you. So thank you for creating and sharing these moments with me, and I hope that we can continue to create some beautiful moments in the future together. So, yeah.
Well said, my friend. Well said. Congratulations again. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man. Thank
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host with the Locks That Rocks, the host of the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma. And until next time, rock on.
Rock on.
Folks, with his amazing talent, just listen to the guitar on this amazing track, Blood in the Water.
Didn't cry on the day she died. She couldn't stand the tears. But I could feel the cold wind blow like a ghost inside the mirror. I couldn't pray on the day he died for a man I never knew. I watched these sins on down the river. For a life I didn't choose. I say a prayer for my mother, I cry a tear for my father. Ain't nothing gonna save me. There's blood in the water. I pray for forgiveness. heart of a ruthless man. Let the truth be told. Everyone's got their cross to bear. You carry down a weight alone. So what would you give? What would you take on your dying day? Between the lies and the memories, what shadows will fade away. I say a prayer for my mother. I cry a tear for my father. Ain't nothing gonna save me. There's blood in the water. I pray for forgiveness. Let the Lord be my witness. Ain't nothing gonna save me. There's blood in the water. I say a prayer for my mother. I cry a tear for my father. Ain't nothing gonna save me. There's blood in the water. I pray for forgiveness. Let the Lord be my witness. Ain't nothing gonna save me. There's blood in the water. Ain't nothing gonna save me. There's blood in the water. I pray for forgiveness. Let the Lord be my witness. Ain't nothing gonna save me. There's blood in the water.
And that was Blood in the Water by Aaron Jones. Studio audience, give it up. Yes. So I'm checking a couple of things real quick before we start to wrap out the show. I see that we had a little bit of a hiccup there, so I'm going to make sure the gremlins aren't going after our live stream at the moment. Let me know in the comments. Are you still with us? I see we are still live. Well, I tell you what, folks, before we finish out the show, we do want to give a big props to all of our sponsors. First up, we want to give a shout out to DEB Concerts, who answers the question, what do you want to do with your life? And Rocky did at the DEB concert stage inside of the Roadhouse at Rocklahoma 2025, as well as the Renegade stage as well. And we also want to give a shout out to At Your Service Rentals, because you always want to call at your service, so you don't want to be like that guy.
Dinner was full.
Yeah, I didn't call. At Your Service Rentals. We also want to give a shout out to Photography by Angel Lee, our official photographer of the official podcast of Rocklahoma. Once again, look at all of these photos, and I just got an update that all of the Thursday and Friday photos have been shared, and I see a whole lot of our Rocklahoma family in the latest batch of photos. That's right. Remember, folks, you are the true rock stars of Rocklahoma. It's not my Rocklahoma. It's not your Rocklahoma. It's our Rocklahoma. And you guys were out in full force. Look at some of these beautiful folks. And my favorite part every year is the people watching. I love to see all of the costumes and people rocking their festival fashion. Remember, folks, if you see your photos, be sure to tag yourself, tag your friends, and but whatever you do, whenever you share those, remember to tag your photographer, and always remember to take care of your photographer, and they'll take care of you, much like that guy did. Look. Oh, I love my brother Fireball, man. He's always a character. And yeah, you can see all of these photos and many more from Rocklahoma 2025 on Photography by Angel Lee. They are even neatly sorted into categories so that you can see all of the wonderful bands that played, including all of the folks that you watched our interviews from here earlier in the show. You can find all of those and many more on Photography by Angel Lee. We also want to give a shout out to the Rocklahoma bitches who have been bringing the party to Rocklahoma for years and years, and we absolutely love linking up with our Rocklahoma bitches. And congratulations, by the way, on the success of the Rocklahoma Late Nights After Party series at Rocklahoma on the DEB Concerts stage. And thank you so much for donating those guitars that we've been giving away on our scavenger hunt. Now, speaking of, you've seen the guitars in the interviews that we aired tonight, but I think you need to take a look at these beautiful. Here, let's switch cameras. We're going to switch cameras. There we go. Look at that. Look at this beautiful guitar that has been signed by multiple artists at Rocklahoma, including Lita Ford, Van Halen, the band Feel, the Struts, Fox and Veed, Eternal Frequency, Crimson Love, Angelus, Mike Tramp of White Lion, and we ran out of room, so the Chained Saint is on the back as well. These priceless guitars are always a pleasure to put together, and this one is spoken for. This one is claimed. This one, well, you know what? It didn't go to Daniel, so there's that. He said he was already planning his retirement and already saying, you know what, if I win this year, I'm going to retire. And then what happens? His dadgum wife wins. So that's why we got two. Congratulations to both of our winners of our signed guitars for the Rocklahoma Scavenger Hunt. And that one will be being delivered at Rock the Equinox. We want to invite everybody to Rock the Equinox, the next festival after the Born and Raised this weekend that we will be covering. So we will be at Born and Raised Country Music Festival this weekend. And, we are also going to be hanging out with our friends at Rockavet. We also, speaking of Rockavet, we want to give a shout out to our favorite charity that takes care of veterans, Rockavet, whom we've been working with for several years, giving away hundreds of passes to not only Rocklahoma, Born and Raised, but other festivals and concerts abroad, because they believe that music is medicine, and it is such an honor to help in facilitating getting that medicine to our veterans. And we also want to thank the Big Old Bus, who brings a busload of debauchery to a festival near you. They absolutely killed it at Rocklahoma, and they will also be at Rock the Equinox here in just a couple of weeks at the end of the month. So can't wait to see what they've got for the Equinox. We also want to give a shout out to Metalcore Clothing, who has been producing our official t-shirts this year and the year before. So not only are they a veteran-owned business, but a Rock family-owned business as well. So if you need some shirts printed up, go ahead and give them some love to Metalcore Clothing. Also want to give a shout out to the realtor that rocks, Paulette Haas. Remember, folks, if you're looking to change your living situation, whether you're going to get a new place, offload a place, or you're just looking for a different chase of pace, don't just get you a house. Get you a house that kicks Haas from the realtor that rocks, Paulette Haas. And if you would like to get yourself some merchandise from the Rocklahoma community, our good friend Casey, a.k.a. the Christmas Tree Guy, a.k.a. Tannenbaum Graphics, has been doing some amazing work for the Rocklahoma community. You can find a plethora of designs from not only the Rocklahoma community, but some that was rattling around in his head as well. So once again, folks, Tannenbaum Graphics, we have the link in the comments. And as we close out a successful show free of any gremlins, we want to thank all of you guys for watching these live streams and putting us over 160,000 monthly viewers. And as we set that record, it is not wasted upon us how much of a reach we have, not only just in northeastern Oklahoma, but thanks to some of our friends from across the seas as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we are worldwide, and that is an accomplishment that we do not take lightly, and that's why we support the local music scene as well as all artists that just love to put themselves in their craft. If you would like your music featured here on the show, shoot us an email, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. Include your gig, include your calendar and EPK. Let us know a little bit about you. We'd love to feature your music right here. And all of you fans and fanatics, if you've got a great story or some great pictures or great video from an amazing show, shoot them to us and rock the box. Once again, that's survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. If you'd like to sponsor the show, we'd love to work with you and your business. Once again, that email is survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. But I digress, folks. Once again, on behalf of all of our sponsors, all of us here at Surviving Rocklahoma and the community, on behalf of Prior Liquors, Wines, and Spirits, cheers, everybody. With that being said, folks, I think we are going to go ahead and call it a night. And as we wrap up every show, I just want to remind everybody to stay on the positive side of life. And until next time, rock on.